Welcome to another lovely day of a podcast with your host, Nezarec. And I'm a little louder today, I'm sorry. Little man got me excited. I was just playing with him, a little out of breath. You know how the dad things are. Oh boy. Anyways, we got quite a bit to talk about today because I actually did my due diligence and looked up a lot of stuff. Because, you know, I was bored at work, so might as well, right? So we got a lot going on this week. So anything from Minecraft to back to Cyberpunk, back to D&D or Baldur's Gate. Not to mention, we also have some Ubisoft news that still doesn't make sense to me in the long run. And then, not to mention, we're going to talk about some of the September releases that we're kind of excited for. Unfortunately, I am doing this by myself again today. I'm not going to hold it to anybody. Everybody's busy. I do have work, but yeah, it's whatever. I'm not gonna, really push it. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the content and some things I actually have to talk about. In the past, I've talked about Minecraft and how I've been playing it pretty ridiculously, which I can finally put some time down and edit my videos. Hope to God I can find the soundtrack for the background. Probably gonna be the Wandering Weasel that you hear in all the obvious gamer videos, but gonna go ahead and start posting that content probably starting next week. Anyways, so Minecraft, there was a post I actually saw that was kind of, these posts are starting to make me question these articles that they're not gaming articles. They're just like informational articles about like, hey, if you haven't played the game, here's some nonsense that goes on in the game. I mean, not in the sense of like, okay, so the game is bad, so this is why it's bad. It's just like, if you have been playing the game ever since the game came out back in 2011, like Minecraft, if you played the alpha, if you played the beta, if you played it through every single update, things like this article have not been unknown to happen. And then the whole idea of like leaks happen all the time and people like want to dive into the code, but Minecraft already has an open source code, and it's just kind of like, I don't know why this article is even here. So the article was, there's 24 different biomes in Minecraft, and there might it's titled, sorry, let me quote this. What is titled is all Minecraft biomes and upcoming regions. They're acting like it's an actual freaking thing. So I read through this article. I'm like, okay, I like Minecraft. I figure probably because I've been playing it for a hot minute, there's gonna be something showing up. And I was going through and I was reading it, and there's just like, how many different biomes are there? There's 24 different Minecraft biomes to explore. Okay, I kind of knew that. I didn't know it was 24. I thought it was like 18 or something. And then they go off and list them all, which is nice, but they also list the ones in the nether, and it's just kind of like, then just list the end as the final biome. Say there's 25. Oh, the end is on there. Shit. It's almost like I didn't read the damn thing. Anyways, then it's like, all up-and-coming biomes. The last biome that was, I hate the word biome, I'm gonna be honest with you. The last one that was added was the cherry blossom biome in the 1.20 update released in June. And it's like, okay. And you read the article, what's the other ones? Nothing. It literally branches off to other articles because these people don't know how to write fucking articles about Minecraft. I was fine with it. It was only upsetting the fact that they listed the 24 biomes and yet they have listed to any be outside of that realm. So it's just kind of like, man, you don't know what you're doing. Like, come on now. Yeah, pick up your shit. These are articles of you writing a I forgot the bait of a paragraph to start it, but then you're just like all talk at the end. Like, this is not what it should be. So come on now. Anyways, I'm not gonna rant on the guy. The sources are down below in the description if you guys want to like click and read the articles. And I'm not saying give them a bad review, but say, hey, play the damn game. There's biomes and mods. There's biomes in the game itself. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since the Under the Deep Dark update, I haven't beaten vanilla Minecraft. So like ever since then, I've gotten vanilla Minecraft up and physically beat it. The Ender Dragon got up. It's not like end game kind of situation, but since they added the Warden, I've kind of just been like, that's an extra end game step, so I'm just not gonna deal with it. Yeah, I can do it for him, but it's whatever. But I was kind of, when I read this, I was so upset that they actually, like, I was hoping for a leak. I was legitimately hoping for a leak. But I was just like, Minecraft and Microsoft is not going to leak shit, so it's whatever. So we're going to go ahead and continue on to like the next article I kind of read. So these are kind of popping up in order, the way that they pop up on my feed, which is fine. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, you can do it too. You can use your Samsung device and go to the article section, and if you do a whole bunch of gaming like I do, these will pop up for you as well. But I'm not going to take credit for these articles. I'm not going to like credit the article people except for posting their links in the description. But some of these I feel like I didn't understand because I didn't read into it and I wasn't part of the controversy in the first place, because a lot of this stuff like takes place on Twitter or X, however you want to call it. You're not going to get rid of the name, so just call it Twitter. Anyways, so here's what we know. In order to debunk the suspicion of regulations of the potential monopolization of Activision Blizzard games, first of all, Call of Duty, the American developers, have taken an unpredictable move previously to analyze. I'm just reading the fucking article, guys. Like, it's not. And today, Microsoft President Brand Smith is named a new partner and was the publisher of Ubisoft. So basically, you're telling me that Ubisoft finally said, hey, let me join your monopolization because I don't want to be left out of all this money. Like, Ubisoft is pretty good about like being shit on, I'm not gonna lie. So them joining Microsoft, I'm sorry. Oh no. You got it? So sorry, he's over here trying to interact with me. I don't have the missus here to control him for this podcast, so I'm sorry. Anyway, so Ubisoft is like, hey, I'm doing a shitty deal with all these game developers and I can't make money. Can you help me out? So Microsoft was like, sure, bulk buy our game starting in the UK, because that's where a lot of this stuff is. You good, Bubba? I heard that fall. Anyways, so Activision Blizzard acquired under UK law. This new proposal honors our prior commercial regulatory commitments. Read more here, which is the tweet that was posted back on the 22nd at 1 a.m. apparently. So yeah, it's just I don't know. There's a lot of like, the way I put it to my to the wife when I was telling her about this, it's like Ubisoft partnered with Microsoft in order to put out Call of Duty on the Ubisoft Plus platform. Everybody has a Plus platform now, because especially Ubisoft has a lot of their like what is it, the sports titles. So it's not surprising to see like, hey, I want another AAA title that's gonna rack in money so I can help bring in more people. So I'm not surprised to see this, but it's just one of those, but why, you know? Like, just leave it alone, leave it a monopoly, or leave it to the non-monopoly people to actually do some goddamn work, you know? I mean, that's how this country is starting to fall into, like, just constant monopoly everywhere. Monopoly this, monopoly that. I don't care about your love, I don't care about your money. I just want, well, I care about your money more than your love and reputation, so I just want your money. And that's literally what's come down to lately. If I do ramble on stupid shit, I'm finally sorry. I'm super sorry. Anyways, then we also got, which I'm gonna run it in the background because I know it has updates. We finally made the purchase, but not. So I made comments on these just to reference like how to, talking points. So finally made the purchase, but not sure what to see. The Ubisoft will play nice, and the idea of on the Ubisoft subscription, are you going to get Call of Duty for free or the base game for free, and then you're going to have to purchase everything else within it, and they're going to make a profit off of that like they do like the app stores and things like that. I'm not too sure. So I'll get into the next subject, which is a like an MMO thing. So if you are a fan of MMOs or not, you know, massively multiplayer online games, kind of like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14. There's this new game out for PC players, and I actually don't know if they have the market to go to PlayStation and Xbox yet, but they're basically this game called Pailia has an open beta that's available for everybody. You're allowed to sign up. If you use my reference code down below, I get some free shit, basically. I think you get it too. I'm not too sure how it works. So basically, they're finally going to have the first month-long event called the Manji Market. So in this market is kind of like, how do I explain this to people who are not ingrained into MMOs like I am? Well, I'm not that ingrained, but this is more or less like for the people who, you know, there's cosplay events for cosplay people. There's I guess a good way to explain it is like there's concerts in Fortnite for Fortnite people. So games that actually want to envelop their community into, you know, their game have to initiate like in-role events to actually participate in. Like, oh yeah, do you remember that cool event I did on Pailia with that one thing? So it's kind of like that. Is the Manji Market. So they are like excuse me, we're rolling out a new mini area within the quest and rewards. Night markets play an important role in the world of Pailia. This is quoted, by the way. Remains varied through the Singularity 6, which is the people who made the game. Ever-evolving world. For Manji's market specifically, players will be able to enjoy the sights, smells, and sounds of the event with a uniquely designed mini area within the within the main village. Stop calling me, people. Anyways, in addition, Pailians, people who play the game, will also be able to enjoy the sense of the community as they grab sweet, savory foods, listen to music, and snap photos and watch the fireworks together. So this is like. So a while back, I don't even remember, I need to Google it. I can Google it, I have Google. But so a while back, that's a microphone button. Not Bruno Mars, what's his name? Travis Scott. Bring me your cup, Bubba. So back in 2020, Travis Scott had a amazing event that happened inside of Fortnite, and it was a live event. Is kind of how it was labeled, but it was a concert. It was to help promote his astronomical album, and it was a couple of the songs from it, and it was super cool. It was super enveloped. It was not like you were going around doing things. It was a legitimate concert. Your character floated around, you watched it, it was awesome. So to help translate this into other games, people are trying to like do actual things. So like fireworks shows, movies, concerts, events that actually have you as your character in game, do things to earn in game stuff. And a lot of times it's like I don't know, it's usually just foods, fireworks, and some event like clothing or something. And I mean, that's how it was in Final Fantasy. World of Warcraft, I'm not too sure because I never really participated, but Pailia is a brand new game that hasn't even officially released, and they're already trying to do an in-game event. So this could be the opening of the game itself when it finally ends, or it could just be like, hey, we want a sense of community with everybody to actually enjoy this game. And I'm for it. Like I'm I have the game. It's currently updating. Apparently it's super slow, but it's definitely worth it. So if you guys want to join, go ahead and go down below in the description, hit the link for Pailia's invite code. Yeah, and join. It's great. So far, it's really cool. Now, since we're gonna move off the MMO and talk more about games that I like to play, games like Baldur's Gate is a wonderful game that is made by a person. I don't even remember the name of the people who made this damn game. Oh, hey, look, there's an update. Who made this game? It's in the tip of my tongue. I just can't. Can I just go to the store page? Because I don't remember shit. So Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that's recently come out officially, made by Larian Studios, and it's a wonderful game. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do in the sense of like you can do almost anything. So it's a D&D game. So it's a RPG, choice matters, character customization, role-playing game, and you're given like a strict storyline to follow, and your dialogue does affect the outcome in the end, and a lot of things happen. So what this game is crazy about, a lot of people have done a lot of things, but they tend to follow the D&D spectrum. Within following the D&D spectrum, they have like the things that, oh, I clicked the wrong one. A lot of things that are game breaking in the sense of like certain characters punching for too much, or that's weird. Anyways, or I don't know. You're a freaking mage over there doing fireball every 3 seconds. I mean, it just depends how you want to play this game. But the article I stumbled upon, it actually makes me. It's one of those things where like I want to do this, cause oh, this is fancy. I might save this. Anyways, it's ADD, I swear. This is an article that was talking about the monks in the game. So originally in D&D, monks have multiple attacks based on the class that they choose. So like the Way of the Fist allows you to have main attacks and your bonus actions, which every round in D&D is an action, bonus action, and then you end your turn, and that's how it plays in Baldur's Gate. So imagine able to attack 3 times, or up to, I think it was 6 times, in one instance, and you can dish out almost the entire health bar of almost everybody, regardless if you roll low or high on the dice. So this article claims how they it says Baldur's Gate 3 player breaks the game with an unbelievable monk build. So another thing about D&D is you don't have to play the character that you're playing. You can literally branch them out in different ways that you want to do it. So basically you choose a monk, but you can also have like thief skills. So if you put a certain amount of levels into monk and then a certain amount of levels of thief, that leads up to, I believe, either 15 or 20. I forgot how the numbers really work out. I think it's 20, or yeah, because 20 is the max, you know, like you have all your stuff at level 20, so you could put 15 levels monks, 5 levels thief, or 5 levels barbarian, 5 levels monk, 5 levels bard, 5 levels, like you can do whatever you want. It gets complicated at that point and start meshing a lot of the abilities, and you kind of like run into a fact that you can't do everything at once, so it's just you try to stick to 2. It's usually best. 7 and 7, or 7 and 7, or 8 and 7, or 10 and 10, or it just depends how you want to do it, because once you hit like level 5 on a certain class, you typically have everything already. Then you're just getting like bonus dice outside of that. I'm just rambling, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so the way that they titled this, or another title that they put in here, Baldur's Gate 3 inspired, the 5th edition D&D has been a playground for creativity since release. The latest discovery, a player who's managed to break the monk class with dealing a jaw-dropping 168 damage on the low end to 320 damage on the high end. Yes, sir, are you okay? Stop playing with the box, please. You're not gonna stop playing with the box. I don't even know why I asked. So 8 levels a monk with a Way of the Open Hand, 3 levels in the Thief Rogue, the Tavern Brawler feats, 22 strength and lethal combination. Allows for 2 attacks, 3 bonus actions, resulting in 8 instances of 21 through 40 damage. A total of 168 through 320 damage per turn. So literally, once I read this, I'm like, I want to play a freaking monk. So I might make a monk in the background and just do this, because holy hell. Because I know once you hit level 3, you get to choose your subclass on the monk, and I think damage won't be a problem at that point. You gonna say hi to? Yeah, he's saying hi. Hello, everybody. No? Okay. So again, once I figure this out, I'm like, I would love. Yes, Bubba. I would love to play this. I would love to get into this and actually experience it. But it's it's still gonna be a chore, because getting through chapter 1 is just oof. Anyways, I still haven't done it, basically. If we're gonna move on to another game I have played in the past and have content for in the background, but I'm not gonna put it in the background because I'm a lazy mofo. Is Cyberpunk is getting ready for their DLC drop here on the 24th of September. So they're gonna initiate a free DLC drop, which, I mean, the way that these articles are posting it, it's kind of just saying, hey, there's gonna be a massive update when the game drops, or when the DLC drops, so they're gonna compensate, because not a lot of people are gonna buy it, but they still want to like be a part of the whole reason why this DLC is a whole thing anyways. Don't you agree, Dante? Yeah, he's drinking. He's not gonna answer. So basically they're gonna do this, the initial update for the game, and it's gonna be basically the core values of the update that are going to be leading into the DLC itself. And that's basically all this article really covers. It's literally super short, and they just sat there and say, hey, yeah, Apple, yeah. No, we're not Apple people, we're Samsung. Get it right. Good job, Bubba. Anyways, so if you guys are excited about that, don't forget the minimum requirements for Cyberpunk has changed. So if you're running a 1070, you can't run it anymore. So just keep that in mind. 10 series, I think, is actually ran out on the Cyberpunk. I think they're in the 20 series only for minimum requirements, which I barely hit some of those minimum requirements. So I'm definitely gonna have to upgrade here soon. It's hard to believe that we're already in the 40 series, but you know, stuff moves, so you can't really complain. Oh yeah, don't forget about Overwatch. And so last but not least, some gameplay that we've recently been playing is a game that everybody knows and loves, Overwatch. They hate this game to high hell, and they just made it more upsetting than it needs to be. So the new character that they just released, Alari, is the title of the I really need to start with the titles of these things. So the I know, but I gotta tell them what's going on. Right, but you know the game that I play. Yeah. Yeah, let me tell them about it, okay? So this game, what? Yeah. The game that mommy and daddy play. Yeah, so what happened was... Yeah? This is gonna be a horrible segment, I hope you're not. Yeah, you gotta talk about the game. Can you say son? Can you say wow? Yeah, uh-oh is right. So uh-oh means that they debuffed this character that's brand new, not even 2 weeks in. You're just gonna talk over me, aren't you? Yeah, and it's yours. Yeah, drink your drink, because I need to talk about this. Okay, so Laurie is a new character in Overwatch 2 who has been released this season. When she was released, she was, every character is typically broken. But with that being said, they went back and went ahead and changed it. I literally did my dailies this morning, and I had an Alaria on my team and Alaria on the enemy team, and I was deeply upset on how fast that things were going down. So they changed, she has a health turret. They changed the health on that and how much damage it takes before it dies, even though that's like her entire thing. So her health turret, like, I'm not saying she's DPS, but she has DPS capability as a support character. But they're like, oh, you need to use her secondary beam fire to heal people more and not rely on the turret, which was stupidly OP. Like, it would out heal like one of the base characters' damages over 30 seconds. Like, it was stupid. But like, I understand why they got to do it, and it makes sense. But it is really bad when you're playing the game and you two-shot or you one-shot her turret, two-shot her, and you still have an ammo, because I was playing a tank who had 4 shots. And you still have 1 shot to put on to somebody else. And it's really bad when that happens. And I feel bad for the support people who love to play brand new characters like Lifeweaver or Laurie or Kiriko. So hers, let's see. Now blocked by barriers, that was already something that was initiated as soon as she was released. Sunstruck duration increased from 7 to 6 seconds. It's not worth it. Projectiles size decreased from 1.5 to 7.5 meters. I don't think that mattered either, I'm gonna be honest. But the most the most critical thing is the shields has decreased from 70 to 50 on her healing pylon. So that's what they call it, the little turret that heals you. The heal decreased from 40 to 30. So that 40, literally, I think that one character I was talking about did about 40 to 80 damage per 60 seconds or per 30 seconds. And this will ping every 10 seconds. So it's just like you're out healing your weakest DPS. And a lot of people play that DPS, so it's just kind of one of those things. I was just upset once I read it, and when I played it again this morning, I'm not saying I didn't stop focusing her because I could take advantage of her finally, but it was just one of those things. Something else. Why you gotta throw your drink like that? Are you good? Go find your apple. I know you're tired, Bubba. Alright, so a couple things I did want to talk about that are coming up in the month of September. I'm over here reading all these articles about things I do enjoy, but I do want to hit on a couple other things that are happening this month, since this last podcast that I did just put out did kind of touch on what released this past week. So I want to start talking about things I'm more interested. Well, really, I'm just going to list off the things that are going to be released in September that are of interest. NBA is not an interest. I'm going to tell you that now. So if you're a fan of NBA, I'm so sorry. But there is a game coming out in September, so I hope you're looking forward to that. So a couple things that are coming out are Bomb Rush Cyberpunk for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Switch, and XSX. What the hell is that? Xbox Series X? I guess so. Wouldn't you just say Xbox? Because they're the same thing. Anyways, Rome Factory, Baldur's Gate 3 for the PS5, September 6th. Starfield on September 6th for PC, Xbox. Only PC and Xbox, no PlayStation? Oh man, I feel sorry for them. Super Bomberman R2, the Crew Motorfest on September 14th. Gloomhaven, sorry, on September 18th on this lovely podcaster's birthday. I don't know what Gloomhaven is. I'm gonna have to look it up. And then search with Google. Oh, I didn't want to click off. Anyways, Mortal Kombat, does that say 1? That's some shit. Mortal Kombat on September 19th, Liza P, if you guys have played, it's like, I've had that in one of my backgrounds before. It's a good game, guys. Witchfire, Payday 3, Warhaven, Eternal Nights, September 26th, I said the 24th, for Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Man, that's at the end of the month. My time at Sandrock, which I have no idea what that is, Mikio's Night Market, Harvest Moon, Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest. Oh, I jumped over Monster Hunter Now on September 14th. I'm excited for that. Fate Samurai Remnant, EA Sports FC 24. What the fuck is that? And that's it for all of September. So, games that I am like, I'm sorry if I ramble these off and just kind of disregarded them. The main ones that I'm interested in are Baldur's Gate 3 for the PS5, because a buddy of mine is gonna hopefully start doing sessions with me just a couple hours a day just to get through. Probably gonna do that monk on that character. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tell him. I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna play monk. I want to. Then I'm probably gonna roll a d20 or whatever for the stats of the character, or not the stats, the character customization at that point. Starfield, I am excited for. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get it. I'm gonna be honest. I still haven't played Final Fantasy 15 because I haven't received it either. Mortal Kombat 1, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Well, go give me your cup that you physically. This kid. I'm sorry. Say please. No, don't say why. Say please. Mama's gonna be mad that you drink all your drink. You don't care. Here you go, Bubba. Lies of Peas is definitely a game I want. Warhaven sounds familiar. Cyberpunk is definitely up there for me. I might have to get that on that paycheck when it comes out. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the games coming out this month, and I am super excited for those games that I just listed off. Gloomhaven, what the hell is Gloomhaven? Gloomhaven on Steam. Because it comes out on my birthday, so I'm super it's a freaking RTS. Nobody cares about RTSs. Anyway, so on this day, today is a day around the 25th, would be GoldenEye came out for the Nintendo 64 26 years ago, back in 1997. So I'm just gonna list off games that are definitely hey, that's a game. Super Mario Sluggers, it's the first Mario soccer game that they pulled off, which is 15 years ago, back in 2008 for the Nintendo Wii. Definitely cool. Then we got Guilty Gear, Ventilator, Until Dawn. What was that other one? Dissidia Final Fantasy for the PSP, which was one of the first brawl-esque PvP character versus character game on the PSP. I definitely enjoyed that one. I think they had a free demo for it, and I played the shit out of it. Let's see, on the 24th, Metro Prime Trilogy for the Wii came out. That's not too bad. Wow, a lot of games really didn't come out on the 24th. More or less, a lot of games come out on Fridays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Oh, Devil May Cry 1 for the PlayStation 2 came out 22 years ago. That's a personal, why does it say? Oh, for Japan. Okay. Oh, I see, 2001, Japan. So Devil May Cry must came out on that Friday. That's cool. 7 Billion Humans, Clue for iOS this year. For the Queen PC this year, Sprawl this year. Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo back in 1995 came out on August 22nd. Very surprising. What else? Nintendogs for the DS. I don't know if you ever played that. I sure fuck didn't. What else? I mean, these are games definitely I would like to talk with somebody and see, Final Fantasy 14 Online, A Realm Reborn, the first Final Fantasy extension for the PlayStation 3 came out 10 years ago in Japan. They probably would have done Japan first, then America, either a year later or, a month later, because it was PS3. I think they should show up. No, it's still Japan. No, why is this one on here twice? Because I don't know how to do things. Anyways, the 21st. We are looking at Ratchet and Clank Future Quest for the Booty, PlayStation 3, 15 years ago. I played that one. It's a good game. The rest of like the older games of 25 years ago, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six for the PC 25 years ago. Like this, I don't even know what this game is. Wario Land for the Game Boy Advance 22 years ago. How can you have Wario Land 4 22 years ago? That doesn't make sense. Kelly Skater Pro Surfer, what the? Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer for the Game Boy Advance. This is back when like sports were keen on like Tony Hawk and all that fun stuff. BioShock 2007, 16 years ago on PC, Xbox 360. That's Batman Arkham Asylum 14 years ago, back in 2009 on August 21st. Good shit. And that's about it. The rest of the games are kind of meh. This was on a well, technically it was a Monday, but it's Monday this year, so it would have been like a Saturday or a Sunday, so a lot of games wouldn't come out on a Sunday anyways. 26 years ago maybe, but not within the last 4 years. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this podcast and the way I do things, go ahead and go down below, hit the like button, put some interaction on these podcasts. If you don't like what I'm doing, go down to the comments, tell me what I'm doing wrong. And if you want to be a part of this content, there are links to my socials down in the description. I have a Linktree. I have the physical links to like my, TikTok and my all that fun stuff, physically like clickable in the description below. If you also wanted to see the reference material that I use for these articles, those are also in the description. If you guys enjoyed the interaction with my son, I'm sorry in advance. Like I said, I don't have anybody to watch it while I do this stuff. He liked it, I liked it. We're gonna have a good time. I hope you guys have a good day, a good week, a good night. Take care, guys. Till next time.